Hello, Gemini. We are going to have a little look-see at what your energy is reflecting at this moment, what you need to be aware of in the general context of the Chinese New Year, this January 29, in the sign of the wood snake, which represents wisdom, transformation, resourcefulness, and steady growth. So then, I want to mention this because we're about to start. When I was shuffling your cards, the Hermit popped out once or twice, which was interesting, and it's now the first clarifying card at your head position, which is your wisdom. What wisdom or knowledge have you gained? So right off the bat, you have gained some insight on yourself, but we're going to clarify regarding what situation specifically. And it's just an odd little funsies. So you have gained wisdom in your power, in how to be that bold, confident, assured person that you can be, to take charge and lead, to delegate, to have a master plan, to have a blueprint, to have a clear outlook and a clear pathway in front of you regarding whatever project or intentions you have regarding the road ahead. Literally, sorry to be redundant. So you have taken some time out, you have healed, and you have seen a situation clearly for what it is. Whereas at the start of your journey, you only had that little lamp to guide your path. You are now in the broad daylight, the sunlight, to guide you and show you clearly the whole landscape around you. So that is the wisdom that you have gained, which is absolutely beautiful. And if this is about self-healing, congratulations, that is amazing. So now you know where you stand emotionally, physically, so you can take appropriate steps to, one, remain healthy, two, to keep nefarious toxic agents away, and to heal furthermore, to get back to a fully healthy mind in a healthy body, or healthy soul in a healthy body. You know, that Latin thingy. Anyway, that is beautiful. Congratulations. You did amazing. At the body level, your adaptability, you have been patient and devoted, but you had also gained a new financial opportunity of some sort. So how can you better adapt your changes and challenges in your life? And with this new opportunity comes just a shy little good news communication. So it's a sprout, it's an opportunity, but something will come your way that will make you happy, and that will potentially allow you to make more money than what you have at the moment. This can be a side hustle or a completely new job, but you have the adaptability to adapt and to overtake, to accept this new offer, and to learn how to communicate your needs, your expectations, your desires, your availability, your skills, and to perfect those skills. With the Page of Cups being this young, immature, shy, communicative energy, with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like this page is given an opportunity to grow their skills into the Knight, into the Queen, into the King, or on the Pentacle side from the Ace to the 10 and then to the King. So you have this beautiful opportunity coming your way, and you can very easily, or comfortably at least, comfortably adapt, take on this new challenge, make it work, make it, extract the resources that you might find in it, both to improve yourself and to balance out things in a way that it will benefit both you and the other party. In the snake's the snake skin, shedding the old, what old habit, beliefs, or situation needs to be released to make space for growth. We have the Three of Wands, which is patience, determination, trust, as in you have invested in a set of skills, you have learned something, you have acquired, and now it's time to reap the benefits of that invested time and effort. And we have the Knight of Swords, which is a very contrasting energy to this Three of Wands. So then, if in the past you were a bit reckless, a bit too adventurous, a bit too risk-taking, and just dashing into action without really weighing the consequences or having a clear map ahead of you, a clear plan, you need to release that aspect of you and allow to be a little more patient, a little more poised, a little more studious, a little more maybe allowing time to help you in seeing things for what they are and to be able to see the clearer, bigger picture so you can draw a clearer path ahead and not having to put yourself in dangerous, risky situations to reach the goal that you have put yourself as a goal to reach. So there is a sense of, and especially with the Knight of Swords, it's about communication. So if your communication skills are a bit ruthless, a bit too snappy, too dashing into things without properly thinking things through, just acting out of I need to have the last word, and I know I'm right, and this is how it is, I have my facts, I have my opinions are backed by these facts, and then blah blah. If you're a little bit too rude and too rushing and just too fast without really thinking the consequences of your thoughts and words and actions onto others, you need to drop that habit of yours and be a little more patient, a little more poised, a little more taking into account that others might have other opinions backed by other facts, and they are as valid as yours given certain circumstances. And you cannot impose your views, your opinions, and your way of, your whole agenda and whole baggage, the way you were brought up, onto them, and to expect expect him to be at the same page, at the same level as you are. The snake's eyes, your focus, which Seven of Swords in this context, if I have to shed a positive light on the Seven of Swords, which is normally a deceit, lying, cheating card, one, be aware of those people in your life, but also you in your in the position of your focus, where you should direct your energy and attention. If it's not someone who is being showy and shady towards you, you need to be 2 steps ahead and be very clear and clever and stealthy and strategic, going back to the Emperor. See everything, know everything that is happening around you, so you can make clear decisions to have a clear path ahead, so you are not left stranded and strapped, having to cross turbulent emotions and situations on a tiny bridge that could collapse if the emotions are too strong and take you with them. And this is in context of your strength. So you do have this ability, you do have this resilience, this patience, this ability to tame the beast. So I will have to ask, are you the sort or the type that will maybe use a bit of white lies or deceive others, hide some truth, some facts, some details, so you can have the upper hand and sort of look better in the eyes of with whomever you are interacting? If such is the case, you need to tame the not so honest and bright aspect of deceitfulness, and be more tolerant, more patient, more gentle, and allow yourself to be more vulnerable, more open, more honest, and trust that the right people will still love you for that gentler, more vulnerable, honest person. And you don't need to lie and cheat and steal and fake it till you make it for others to see you for your worth and value and to appreciate you. If you have an adversary in your close circle that is constantly lying and cheating and deceiving and being shady, you need to be the stronger person and not to be overly patient and kind and understanding, but gently cut that person out of your life because they are shady, or try to explain to them that their behavior is not well received in your circle, in your life, in your energy. Just be patient and resilient and strategic in how you handle relationships. I need to toss this just a little so we have space. Next, then, the snake's coil. Your wait. Oh yeah. No wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, strength. What resources or strengths can you rely on to move forward and you're moving to victory? So something from your past that you can rely upon, childhood memories, nostalgia, things you have accumulated, maybe seeds that you have planted that are now growing. And in what I mean by that is, let's go back to this Ace of Pentacles. You have studied something, you have acquired skills, which are now Three of Wands in this card. Especially, she studied hard her whole life, and now she's in an interview position to get either a job or a promotion to be potentially a leader, if we go back to the Emperor position. So your inner resources or strength is that you have already in the past put all the effort, all the work, and now it's like clear straight road ahead towards victory. I'm sorry, I can't speak it. Which is funny since that's what I'm doing anyway. Success is guaranteed, but you need to stay razor sharp focused on your destination, on your goal. Don't get distraction steer you away from this. Don't let shady people or schemes or lies or betrayals or such overwhelm you with emotional response that you cannot control. I'm going back to this river here. If you let people lie and cheat and deceive you, and if you let those emotions really hardcore affect you, this river will swell, because water is emotions, and your bridge of trust will be taken like just swayed by the river, and so you will be you will lose control of the chariot, and you will not reach the end goal, the victory that you are so earnestly yearning for. So be very vigilant and have this strength to not totally block, but like have boundaries up and rely on your previously acquired strength, skills, knowledge, everything to like master yourself, so you can control the input of others' effects and how they affect you emotionally, intellectually, psychologically, everything. Growth and nurturing. What areas of your life needs nurturing, patience to grow? And we have the Five of Swords and the Six. Oh, that is interesting. 5 and 6. You have a lot of swords too. Okay, so what areas of your life needs nurturing and patience to grow? So if you are in a situation that is less than stellarly honest, and I'm going back because the Five of Swords is like a prequel to the Seven of Swords. So if you have people in your life who are constantly lying, cheating, deceiving, you are 2 steps behind in your growth and nurturing section, where you feel that you are playing unfair with you. There is an unfair, unbalanced disadvantage against you, and you need to move away from that. Here I will leave this section open and ask, are you the one playing unfair, or is someone playing unfair against you? If you are aware of this, because you have done your shadow work and you have looked inside and analyzed your behavior in context of others, if this is you who is constantly bringing forth drama for the sake of entertainment or whatever else, you need to stop that behavior. Stop lying, stop cheating, stop using unfair advantages over others to win the fight at all costs, to boost your ego. You need to walk into serenity, into peace and quiet, into safety, because the more and more and more you keep on being a deceitful, lying, cheating energy, the more you play unfair, the more you hide things to have an unfair advantage, the more you will lose friends, relationships, trust. Your character will be tarnished, your reputation will be tarnished, and you'll be left alone. And we don't want that, ideally, unless you are a loner. But you need to nurture your soul, your peace, your quiet, the way you respond to aggression, to conflict, how you manage aggression and conflict, and how you can get away and out of it without being scraped or scarred or traumatized or feeling like people have stolen from you. In the snake's venom, your challenges, what potential challenges or hidden threats should you be aware of? And you're bringing back justice, which is a beautiful thing, considering we are coming out of a 7 and a 5 of swords energy with the 8 of strength and the chariot, which they follow each other in tarot, so that's very interesting. So also, let me see, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. The numbers are very close together. It's very interesting. So you're bringing balance and justice. potential challenges or hidden threats. So if there are conflicting energies that you're trying to balance, like work and studies, for instance, because the card represents a girl studying and she's stressed because she knows that she has something else to attend to. But with the Justice, you are on top of the situation. You just need to remain very focused, very balanced, very sharp, very much in charge. Going back to that Emperor energy. If injustice was done to you, justice will repair the cycle, the course, the whole event. If you have been shady and on lying, cheating, scheming, playing unfair with the 5 and the 7 of Swords, justice will be brought back and you will pay either the consequences or karmically. So be advised to drop these energies and focus on restoring honest, just truth. If it's something that you really struggle balancing out, go back deep within with the Hermit card and try to see why you are characteristically acting in this manner. If it's someone outside of you, try to gather information as to why they are acting in this way, and so that the challenge will be lesser or of lesser impact and consequences in your life when justice will be brought to the table. The Snake's Path, and here we have the Devil. What transformation is waiting for you and how can you embrace it fully? And I would advise not to embrace the devil because that's toxicity and temptation and falling too deeply, too easily into toxic behaviors and patterns. But you also have the Nine of Pentacles, which is the single, certainly thriving energy, who has achieved everything by herself, who is hardworking, who has deserved success because she put in the work, the time, the effort. But if she's led astray by the devil and easily falls into temptation, I'm not saying embrace it, rather try to challenge it. Because here it's what transformation is waiting for you and how can you embrace it fully. So either you'll be single because things have been shoddy in the past and you are focusing on your career or your singleness, if that's something that you are aiming for, or you have been dropped as a consequence of playing unfair or being too sharp or being too snappy and all about yourself and not giving others their proper place and time. A bit of egoism or selfishness with that Knight of Swords as a behavior pattern. And so if you find yourself alone, you might fall into toxic temptations. Too much shopping, alcohol, sex, casinos, or like if you are consuming those TikTok restock videos, you will be tempted to overconsume to fill a void that you have created by behaving in a certain way that you are now paying the consequences for. So although you can rush to victory and have the strength to battle your inner demons, I strongly urge that you do that instead of embracing them. If it's something small and little that you can control, keyword control, yes, embrace the devil's passion and excess, be creative, but also if you know that you cannot resist and keep it on a short leash, I strongly advise to turn your back to whatever is a temptation that is binding you and causing you to act out of character or irrationally or into excess. final card. The snake's spirit, divine guidance. What guidance does the universe or your higher self have for you in the year of the wood snake? And we have the Eight of Swords, which, Jesus shit, we're only missing the Three of Swords here with all the bad swords cards. And the Hanged Man. So you might find yourself in a stressful, isolated, anxious situation because of this 5 and 7 of Swords, because you might be a little too sharp-tongued and too selfish and not thinking of others' potential reaction or the way they receive what you have to say. If you are too dashing and just talk for talking without realizing the consequences of your words, if you play unfair, if you cheat, if you lie, if you hide things, you will end up alone and feeling like trapped in your solitude, and then stressing and being anxious and feeling like the whole world is against you. But you could take that time out to reflect on the actions, their consequences, and what has brought you to this situation. Why are things the way they are? Going back to this Hermit card up top to wrap up, take this time to really reflect and be honest with yourself and shed a light on who has been acting how. Why are words so crucially important and meaningful? Why is there a pattern of deceitful, fake drama causing or hiding aspects, and then having to walk away from that and then facing the consequences of said actions, which are dishonest? And the word calamity pops to mind, but more like calomnier, which is in French, which means, let me quickly translate. Slander. Ah, yes, the 5 of Swords is a bit of a slanderous energy too, and the 7 of Swords can be in that regard in some aspects, but it's more like the 5. So if you are slanderous behind the back of others and others realize that, they will shun you out of their lives and you will end up alone in the 8 of Swords energy, being stressed, anxious, isolated, trapped in your own solitude, or like with these cards, 9 of Pentacles, single and thriving, but having to fight and face your inner demons alone because your past actions have isolated you from your circle. Because normally the 8 of Swords is like a self-imposed restrictiveness or restricted energy, because you put yourself in that position. To be relatable real quickly, I chose to come back here in Romania to take care of my father, but he's alcoholic, he drinks, he swears, he cusses, so I'm anxious all the time. So I'm almost perpetually in an 8 of Swords, but I put myself here because I chose to come back. But I can also choose this time to be a hanged man and a hermit and reflect on things, to take information from the outside and like photosynthesize them to gain insight, and to be the emperor, to take charge, to lead, to show how things can be, to be more compassionate, and to combat his aggressive cussing thing with just patience and kindness and love. In your case, patience, tolerance, and getting back to a sense of truth and honesty and justice, especially. So then, Gemini, thank you for being here with me. My video will cut off soon, so ciao, ciao.